I don't know, it gets hard for people to understand me, I guess. Because I'm just following all the new information that we've got that I didn't have when I was a kid. What am I all about? Creating my own reality. That's what we've learned. I wasn't taught that as a kid at all, no. But we did. Well, we made kind of plans for the future, whether to go to advanced education or not, for example. But we did plan our futures. Everybody did one way or another. So it's nothing new when people say, now let's really get a hold of this idea that you create your own reality. How far can you go at creating your own reality? Is it just, I can choose a red car instead of a silver car or my next car? Well, you certainly can. And you choose what car you want. Choice, 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 choice. So you do create your reality, and when we say from a metaphysical standpoint, you do as well, then everybody clams up, because I did too. Because we kind of lose meaning at that point. Because other than what we're used to as being humans, we don't have an idea what else we could create for ourselves. And we get stumped. Because I guess you just haven't heard the big mission for planet Earth. The mission for planet Earth is to bring heaven to Earth. Because that's what we were taught in the Bible. All our prayers about, the Lord's Prayer. Anyway. Blah 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 blah. Blah, blah, blah. Blah, 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 because that's all I'm going to get now. Because how am I doing it? By continuing to hold a high level of consciousness. By doing the inner work of letting go of the ego. That's how we do it. And that's how we're all doing it. Those of us who are part of the mission. Bring it to heaven or earth. And then there's devils who stand in my way. All the time. All the time. Don't you want a heavenly existence? Don't you? Well, if you think it's a pipe dream, then how do you create your own reality? You choose. And when you're given information that you can raise your consciousness and change your future beyond picking a car, well, wouldn't you want to at least try it? Because the principle is the same principle. You choose your own reality. If you want a much better reality, you got to choose to ditch your ego. And we've seen so many books over the decades about how to tame your ego. The self-help book section has always been there. Always, 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 and that's where you find this kind of stuff. Everybody's seen bookstores and everybody's seen self-help. Well, if you create your own reality, then you're told that you can create a better reality, much, much better, by raising your consciousness, and you're given information about how to do it, and then you do it. Well, then you expect heaven on earth, because you've done everything that you were told in order for you to manifest heaven for you. And as for the collective, we were told that the whole collective is supposed to rise in consciousness, because the planet put out the call to the universe after World War II and the dropping of the nuclear bombs. She said, Gaia, to the universe, I need help. And so that was the story about the star seeds. Dolores Cannon tells you about it. Maybe it's Barbara Marciniak, her book. All kinds of people talk about it. So many people talk about it, so many books about the subject. I'm not introducing this idea to anybody, that you create your own reality. I'm not. Either you're with me or you're against me, is the way it goes. Because if you're not with me, then you're stuck in the mud. But on planet Earth, a very unbelievably small number of people were born at 540 on the scale of human consciousness, which is where you need to be. That's the universal law. That's how you get off this wheel of samsara that the Buddhist talks about. What goes around comes around. So if you got precise instructions on how to do it, and it's very easy, why not do it? What are you holding on to? A purgatorial realm, that's what Earth is. Earth is currently a purgatory. And I say it over and over again, but the Roman Catholics are going to tell you. Purgatory ain't heaven. It's where you go, where you have to change to make yourself fit for heaven. And the children's hymn is, and fit us for heaven to live with thee there. Well, we're going to bring heaven here. Because that's what we're told to do. All the prayers are always, always, always that. Anyways, it's the Lord's Prayer, and you can go and review it. Because it talks about what we're praying when we do those things. And that's what it is. And that's what it's all about.